I've had this thing sitting outside since the start of COVID. When I bought it as a project, lost motivation. Thing's been sitting outside for 3 or 4 years now. It's all locked up. Thing doesn't even roll. Got the motor in a box somewhere else, but I'm going to do a little build series putting this thing back together. And I'll show what I have for parts so far. I wasn't joking when I said I had everything in boxes. I don't even know what I have left. Let's take a look in here and see. Oh, there's a new crankcase half. Another new crankcase. Some other random parts. All kinds of stuff. I gotta figure out how to put all this back together. Let's see what else I got here. Another box of miscellaneous parts. Old crankshaft. I don't know, I gotta sort through this, but I got a lot of work to do on this thing. So it should be a fun build. Alright guys, let me give you a quick overview of what I got here so far. Just got a new case half. The old one's junk. I gotta be better off starting with something brand new. I got the old case half here with a brand new stroker crank that I already threw in here. My original plan was to turn this into a KLX 155. That's about as far as I got with that. I got a new, brand new in the box still, BBR forged output shaft. Brand new in the box, BBR shift drum. I got a brand new primary gear, brand new cam chain. I got all new bolts for the cases when those go together. I have a new gasket set here. That'll come in handy. Got a new steering stem bearing kit and a new swing arm bearing kit. That's obviously way down the line. Not worried about that yet. Got some of the old transmission parts over here. Then I'll take you over to where I got the rest of the parts, show you those too. Alright, so over here I got a bunch of other old parts off. I got the old clutch over here. I got a carb here. That's definitely not from a 110. That's from a 400EX, I think. I got the old case halves in here. The head's down here somewhere along with the cylinder. So I definitely got a lot of work to do to put this thing back together. But, you know, make sure you like and follow, share with your friends. My goal is to grow this page and get a nice following to motivate me with this build. But definitely got a lot of work left to do. Alright, so starting to get a little more work done on this. I just cleaned up the case half, getting it ready to throw it back together. As I was looking at it some more, I couldn't quite remember what even happened to this bike when I bought it, to be honest. I was looking at the output shaft over here. If I take these gears off, if you look right here, you can see that some of the teeth broke off and the bike wasn't shifting right, hence why I split the cases and it just never got put back together. I'll show you what it should look like. Let me open this up for you and I'll show you. Alright, and this is a new output shaft. No teeth broken, so that's always good. That's the old one. That's the new one. This one's a BBR. It's forged, so it should last a lot longer. And that was the cause of all my problems. So I'm going to continue putting this thing. So a little update. Hit a bit of a snag here. Trying to get the gears from the old output shaft onto the new output shaft. And I noticed that the circlip on here was broken. So we got to try to get that off. And I had to order some new ones for the new output shaft. So the last thing I want is the gears to be falling off and rattling around in there. So it's going to take a few days for those to get in. But in the meantime, I'll probably try to clean this case up a little bit, get some of this crap off, clean all this up. Just get it ready for when the new parts come in so I can throw this thing back together and get it running. Alright, another update on the pit bike. Got the shift drum installed. It's all tightened down, locked in place. Got the transmission over here. Everything's all back together. So I'm going to throw that in next and see where that leaves me for the night. Alright, so starting to get a little more work done on this. I just cleaned up the case half, getting it ready to throw it back together. As I was looking at it some more, I couldn't quite remember what even happened to this bike when I bought it, to be honest. I was looking at the output shaft over here. If I take these gears off, if you look right here, you can see that some of the teeth broke off and the bike wasn't shifting right, hence why I split the cases and it just never got put back together. I'll show you what it should look like. Let me open this up for you and I'll show you. Alright, and this is a new output shaft. No teeth broken, so that's always good. That's the old one. That's the new one. This one's a BBR. It's forged, so it should last a lot longer. And that was the cause of all my problems. So I'm going to continue putting this thing back. Getting a little more done on the pit bike today. Got the transmission in yesterday. Everything's spinning and free. I cleaned out these threads all over here, all around here. There was gasket material in there or something. So my goal for today is just clean everything out, get it all ready for tomorrow. There's some old gasket material right here I'm going to clean off. And then tomorrow I'll be putting the crankcases back together. Got the crank installer right here ready to go. So making some progress.
Dad, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Alright, got the 2 dowel pins in. One here. One here. Got the oil O-rings in. Put a little grease on those so they don't come apart when I'm putting the cases back together. Got the dust seal in on the output shaft bearing. So it's just about ready to go back together. Looks like tomorrow I'll be putting the cases back together and I'll have a build going here.